I'm back on here again. Looks like they finished most of the work. Most of the lampposts have their new head. For some reason, apparently these are red brick lampposts in Chingford. These are like red brick lampposts in Chingford. You can see by the new tarmac. There also is one over there, but I don't know if that one maybe got into it. I think that one is on during the day. But these lampposts have had their heads, or most of the lampposts replaced, because they used to look very different. That one I think is still the same as it was, because that one's kept the same. And that one has its tarmac. And that one's got no head. And that one's got a head. And that one's got the modern head, but that one still uses the old head. Uses the old head. I'll probably film the other side on the way there. I'll be able to. So that one's got security on it. And that one's got the modern head too. The other video, I'll put this on my main channel and on Lamppost Chingford. However, I'm coming up to defence, so I'll put that on pavement as Chingford since it is like what it is. Just coming up to this lamppost which is near the demolition work. I've got this lamppost which was added ages ago, so it's a modern one, that was added ages ago. And not recently added, but it was a modern one enough. And I was showing a separate video for the channel. Here's the funny one they installed, which looks like a Redbridge one. No, literally, it looks like a Redbridge one. I think they've still got a dusty sign, a pipe on it. That literally is an LED one. It's your light bulb one. They changed it to LED though. But it's a funny one because it looks like an upside down penis or maybe a shoe. I don't know. The other sort they added. I think on the other side they've still got one lamppost that's got an old pole next to a new pole, something like that, next with an old head. I've also got one over there. I've come up the hill because I'm out of breath. It ends the thing about there. I know that one over there is an old one, but that doesn't count as the Chingford Mount one because that was going into North Chingford. However, that one there comes. Look, literally, this one's been cordoned off, unlike the other one further down there. Maybe I'll count that one because, or that one, I don't know. I won't. Oh, never mind. Probably won't count them ones. But they originally looked like that, and also that. I'm going up to this one so I can actually show you. Although it's not part of Chingford Mount, these are still lampposts. These are still lampposts that have been removed. Actually, on that side is the first lamppost. On that side with LEDs. Although that's not part of Chingford because it goes into a different borough, I think. It's the Waltham Forest. However, on this one, which is the old one, they've used this metal wire. Probably not shaky now because they've tightened it since it was, I think, broken a little bit. But it had this wire on it, and you know, it had that wire, which is a bit strange. Also, it's got a worn out sign. I've got this hill since that's the only safe way to cross without getting run over. Although that lamppost on that road, I could just easily gone down the mill. But I couldn't be able to walk down the hill, so I'm going further. I'm just telling you because you'll be shot from this angle, which is what I'm going to do. Film that lamppost since I know it's not in Chingford Mount, but I was just walking and it's broken. Wait, have they just... Oh my god. This lamppost is meant to have a metal sheet on it, but it's got a taped plastic thing on it. Oh god. Bloody hell. This is technically on the same road as Chingford Mount because it goes here, but I was looking for until I got down to that one, but I had to because look, outside next to the cemetery is this LED lamppost, which is my favourite, because they're modern ones like these. Right, you guessed it. Lamppost with light bulb. But look, maybe someone crashed into it because look, me just generally holding it, moving it, goes like that. Not even holding it, you can see the gap. Like, oh my god. First, one of the lampposts on Chingford Mountain that have still got the old head, which is a light bulb, with no sign of it having demolition. It's just got no sign. However, don't know why there's cable tie around it. Maybe there's a cable tie around it because this kept moving. Well, wouldn't they have just put the cable tie there instead of behind it? I don't know. It's a bit of a beaten up, okay, not beaten up, but it is a bit of a that process paint peeling off. And it is an old one because you can see it's not got LEDs in it. It's actually got a physical light bulb in it, like what good lamp don't count on it being my favourite though, because my favourite are those one next that used to be on Ropers Avenue. You know, the same type they had before they replaced. I know the new ones look nice on the Ropes Avenue, but the old ones will concrete and look no nicer. Well, the new ones don't. So, however, these ones are quite different. I'm not sure what models they are, I can say, although so swaying, most of them are for sale at the town. However, look at that. Quickly running down here, I tried to film it because that's whilst I'm running. Now we saw that one on that side, which I did it the long way, going up there and crossing the road. Next to the double crossing with their type of lamppost, which is the new ugly looking like Redbridge type lamppost, or it could be like a pencil. You've got focus speed in the Land Rover, however. Oh god, they've put, I don't know who's graffitied it, but someone graffitied it, it's got paint on it. Well, at least this bit's not bendy like this one on 17 lamppost, but at least it's not a bendy one, although Henry was the one who recommended to me to go back down here, because he said you should go back down here. So thanks to him for telling me that. It's a shame when these lampposts get changed to what they are as modern, because it will definitely a shame. As these lampposts are getting replaced on the pond or one. However, on this side, which is near the cemetery, or could be, is that surprisingly got new modern tarmac, which is not fresh because he didn't let stand on it. They tried to quarter it off. However, it's been, I'm not sure if it's a grey lamppost that was painted black, but it is one. Oh, that's odd. The older ones didn't have. Maybe they've got more wiring and electric, because they didn't used to have two of these boxes things on the on the old one. I looked, or the other one that was slightly different, and I know that because I looked. However, God blimey, I think this one looks even funnier, like an upside down erection or some sort of shoe. It's actually got quite decent. It's actually got quite decent tarmacking for OCD people. However, if you're feeling it, it's not bumpy like they've bloody fucked up the paint or something. It's meant to be smooth. Like, I don't know. This lamppost looks so weird. Originally at this spot here, I didn't have time to go lamppost running before these were changed. However, I did it now because they were getting changed. I did it last time, but they're changed again because they might have finished the work. However, I didn't finish it when they were replacing them because I missed it. I finished it when I started to go back when I, you know, when it finished everything, because I didn't know to the point. However, these lampposts are funny. I'm not saying these. I'm not sure if this is the one my friend Henry told me these ones were like Redbridge ones, but certainly these ones I'm zooming into look like the Redbridge ones. However, they're in Chingford Mountain when they look like Redbridge ones, or most of the ones that are wide. These ones are just funny, like micro-sized penises. But it's a bit odd how maybe modern lampposts have to do these two cable holes or cable boxes, because obviously they did, because I didn't see, I didn't, water damage is there a little bit, I didn't see that on the older ones, maybe because they got more wiring, but they were the same height, although the head was extended a bit longer, because the neck on the head was longer, and these ones are quite funny, because they don't even have a head, they don't even have a neck, they just have a head and a pole, coming up to this lamppost outside of AGA Meat, actually no, not AGA Meat, comes out of Brown Eagles, which is a place, or a restaurant, I think, and no one goes to it really. Actually, you can tell a lie, it's outside this shop. Down the shop that changed location. However, this just had the smallest amount of tarmacking, and it's really neat, because, okay, I do lie to you, that is not neat, a budget neat, because that side isn't. However, they've traced them with, like, make them bumpy. Here lies the two trays, which would, I thought odd because I've never seen them really on much of them. However, just like the other one over there, which was near that flower shop, that was funny because it looked like a upside down shoe or erection. However, it was on the red brick. It looks like a red brick one or something with no neck, because it's got like just a head on the pole, and like the other one, which looks quite different, had a neck, and then had the pole, the neck, and then the head. Not just the neck on a person, but it's what you call them, that long bit that connects to the head on the thing. And otherwise, this one's just being a pole with the head. I don't know why that is. However, I won't put this into this part into the lamppost symbol. I'll probably, or maybe I will actually, because why not? It shows the roadwork signs. I think it goes down to there. And I have to walk the entire length, or not the entire length of Chingford, but the entire length of this side. Because I don't want to miss any of that. But why is George Michael on that? I don't know why he's on that one if he's dead. However, this one says improvement to your town with perhaps the high street, new general curb slabs, and to create the accessible and to town centre. Plant more trees, new trees in old line on Old Church Road while keeping existing parking. Install more seating, attractive seating in areas, enjoyable shopping / town centre. It doesn't say anything about the lamppost though, but it does say it's a more accessible thing, and it shows the same thing. Oh, that one says it's by Rainey. Funded by Rainey. Oh, it says on something else on that side. Improvement to your town. Silence, you can see it without getting hit by a bus. Standing too near the road. Improvement to your town centre. We're making improvement to Old Church Road and Albert Crescent to help boost the town centre and business works till communities from October the 25th, October 2025, and aim to complete by summer. Yeah, they started from 2025, despite it's now 26. They're gonna not finish until like summer this year. However, to notice that lamppost there, or the timer on it, is a bit broken. While we're on track, it says nothing about lampposts on this sign, although I read it. Now get to the pack. This lamppost is the old lamppost next to what could be the modern one with no head. That they've left it like that because they didn't finish the work yet. I don't know why they didn't just left this lamppost and not replaced it, not just got rid of that one, the old one for its head. However, you know how the old one, who's driving a digger on the pavement? However, the old ones are at the edge or near the edge of the pavement, while the modern one is back to give more space. However, these are just a different shade of black or grey, with these one looking like being a bit more clean, being a bit more smoother with paint cleaning off and graffiti. But they definitely need to remove this one if they're replacing all the lampposts here, because it looks a bit like it's, I know it should be like up to there, not moving because they cable tied it obviously. Maybe the cable because it's falling off, but obviously they need to it should be fixed to go up there, because the lamppost is not supposed to be down, have this bit down here. However, that bit there, that there had no head. That maybe they're not replacing the lamppost or not doing anything like this lamppost because they're going to remove it anyway, and they're just putting the advertisement to make Chingford out a lot nicer. But some of the tarmac on the lamppost floor of the new ones have been slightly damaged, because look. However, this is the modern head. I mean, this is the old head. This is the lamppost with no head, which is for some reason not been replaced yet. But here's the old head. Here we've got the other sort of head they've added, which I filmed from that side. And yes, this one looks more or less like the Redbridge one. It's more or less like the Redbridge one. And yeah, it does. Literally. Post I filmed on that side. So what used to be some more shops has this lamppost here. Fresh tarmac, which was what they put on the old one, I think. This tarmac holds it up, really. No, they've got no modern, old lamppost near it anymore, because they removed that, or maybe it's that one over there, I don't know. However, this is the modern one with no head. Let's give that a zoom in. Well, I couldn't say about the head because there's no head. You know, not the improvement sign I just read, but I'm gonna do it quickly since there's someone's car there and I'm trying to film it. Oops, daisy. I'm trying to film the lamppost. But as I was saying, that one has the old head on it. I'm surprised because it actually has its old head. It's got this weird thing on it. Also, there's the head, which is still used by an LED. The lamppost. The light bulb. The other ones have LEDs on them. Side of the zebra crossing, which I'm not crossing because I need to film until it stops showing the lamppost that are being replaced. Obviously. However, are they stopped just for me? I'm not trying to cross the road. I don't know. Maybe they stopped because they acted. However, that's a completed lamppost of the sort of head they use in Redbridge. Let me turn around so I can actually film that lamppost. Then this one, I think this one is an old one with no head. Next to over there being the modern one, but this one's an old one with no head. And look, the paint's peeling off. Why have you got a £1.25 sticker on it? I don't know, but it's got a whatever they called them on. I forgot the name. I did say it earlier. However, they've got one down there that they've got the they've got one of those things I forgot the name of down there with one of those metal cable tie there, and another cable tie. Put there obviously to hold it so it doesn't fall off, which is there. The cable tie there holding it around. The cable tie on the floor, but then a metal bit on there. Like what? Also, I think I filmed that one outside the Specsavers. Yeah, I did that already. However, I'm coming up to the one that was on during the day, and for some reason it is on. It's the other one that's not using the modern one, that's still using the, I think, light bulb with the rounded one. However, the side of Cake Box was really busy because it's quite small, and there's only a few people, but it's so small it's really busy. And I've seen another one lamppost next to this part which has the, they've had to cut it around, they've had to make it bumpy because they had no choice. But it's a bit bumpy. However, there's the tank, which is not fresh anymore because otherwise it would have suspension on it, like I said earlier. Got a bit of mud, or could be poo. And it really bugged me, it's got a rubbish design, these modern ones. And it's got this and this bit there, which is ruining it because I've only one, like on the old one. However, this is the only lamppost I've seen on Chingford Mount that's on during the day. I know, oh god, since it's an LED, this is an LED, when I film it, it flashes through my camera. Because it only lights light bulbs without flashing. However, those are not those white ones that come in your eyes, although it's a yellow one, it's pretty bright though, I looked at it. However, I know it's on during the day, I know the sun's starting to set because it's evening now, but obviously it is an old one. I mean, obviously it is a modern one, and obviously it's broken because it shouldn't have turned on during the day. Before the sun was even setting, it just had to turn on. All the other ones are off because they have no issue. This one is the modern one with an issue, which they could obviously fix because it's a modern one. However, this is what the lamppost in Chingford will look like from now on, since they're not going to refer them back to the old ones, because they're never going to do that. However, that from that one obviously annoys me that this lamppost is looking different to that one. And what? Wait! Oh my God! They've turned into a children's centre. I don't know, but I just need to take a picture of that. Also, I was taking a picture of that nursery, or that bridge, because it's now been turned into a nursery. Because I moved from that post and I filmed it already, and they were thinking I was weird, or looking at me like, what are you filming the nursery for? And here's the last one, I presume, that's being replaced. Actually, I think that one's being replaced too. Don't know, that does have the sign on it, so I'll film that. Also, this one, for some reason, has buses on diversion 179 and 212. Which is here's the tarmac, and if you look a little bit, it's not the tarmac, because you can at least get a little down on the wheel, but look, that should be fixed, so you can't fix it. Maybe there's nothing they can do about that one, but I don't know. Like, literally. Now, this one has the sign on it. No, it's not being replaced, this one, I don't think, but it's got the sign on it. And there's one up there, got the sign on it, but they're definitely not being replaced. This one is definitely being replaced. Now, I don't know why for the not add this to a lamppost picture, but I'm still filming it. However, I don't know why they've added the pavement serene here, serene over here, and then behind the lamppost, because they're not replacing them up to here. They're replacing them down, literally down there. But yeah, that's every lamppost. That's every lamppost down in Chingford Mountain getting replaced, or the old church end of Chingford Mountain where they're getting them replaced. Yeah.